Greetings everybody, Rich Norton from RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. Welcome to the show. Very glad that you're here, very glad that you're tuned in, very excited about doing these shows. I have representatives from Retriever reaching out all around the country. As a matter of fact, today I had 4 text messages, and I want to thank you. I'm very grateful for these messages. Most of them are newer representatives. One was from another group that's not part of our super group and wants to be, as everybody else does. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they want to be? Because we have a fantastic group and we do some amazing things. No knock on anybody else. We have great leaders throughout the whole company, throughout the whole country that do a fantastic job. Proud to be associated with all of them. Proud to be associated with our Retriever company. But 4 representatives reached out. One was from Illinois, one was from Nevada, one was from California, another one was from the Florida area. It was actually 5. One was up in the New England area, and they reached out to me and sent text. They're like, man, I want to thank you for what you're providing for us. It's very, very helpful for me. And that's great. That's encouraging to hear that. I know without a shadow of a doubt that what we're providing for everybody is fantastic. Now, I don't have all the answers, but one of the things I will tell you is that everything that I talk about, everything that I do, everything that I say is exactly what I do. So I'm not sitting back saying, hey, back in my day, this is what I used to do. I believe in leadership by example. I write merchants daily, not because I need the money. I do that because I love it. I enjoy it. I love the challenge. I love the new opportunities. I love going to new areas. I love helping people. Plus, it helps me stay in tune with the business and the growing business and the growing technology and the industry, which helps me to help other representatives. Do I have all the answers? No. I wish I did. I'm learning. I'm still under construction. There's so much new technology that's out there, and it's incredible. And I'm learning some of this, and I'm not a high-tech guy. As a matter of fact, I'm in the low-tech area when it comes to all that. And some of you newer representatives, which is amazing, know more about the products than I do. And some of you tend to over-explain them to all the merchants. You're getting too caught up in it. Keep it very, very simple. That's a whole nother show right there. But keep this in mind. I really am excited and very thrilled to be able to do these shows. And that's my goal right now. For example, if you look at our website, and I want to expand that, and I thank you to my assistant, Holly, who does wonderful work, does a fantastic job putting all the information that is out there. And when you look at that, you're going to see all the things that we're providing. And it's never enough for me. I want to provide things all the time. I do Zoom classes now. And in fact, every Monday after I do these shows, we usually record the shows on Monday, I get together with a group from our Midwest and Western group throughout the country, and I spend about 45 minutes covering topics, different topics every week, and people are jumping in on that class. I talked to somebody from Rhode Island today and said, man, that's great. How do I get in on that? And we're going to do that more often. So I want to do weekly classes that's provided for everybody with advanced training. We have videos, as I talked about, RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. There's 100 and some odd videos and growing. We want to have topics for everything. Some of them may be repetitive. That's okay. You can never hear enough. We could talk about sales, consistency, goal setting. We need to hear that all the time, just like we need to eat all the time, just like we need to take a shower and bathe all the time. That's important. Motivation is not just a once-a-month thing or a once every week thing. Motivation and inspiration, let me stress that, the importance of that is a daily thing. That's why I send out videos. All the videos that you get on the emails every morning, if you're not part of that, reach out to me, but I know there's hundreds of people that are part of that. I am on my morning walk right about 4:30, and I'm listening to a 10-minute motivational video. I send them out to everybody. So I've already listened to it, and I'm sending it out to you. The Monday morning motivations, made that available for everybody. I put it on the regular Facebook pages, and people that are not even in our business are thanking me and applying that and sharing it and sending it to other people. That's great. That's what it's all about. Our RMS videos that we send out, drive-by inspirations of doing that, 1, 2, 3-minute videos. That's great. Texting going out in the morning. Some of you are sleeping. All of a sudden you hear ding. Oh, it's that crazy Rich Norton guy sending me a positive inspirational message this morning. Yes, I want you to wake up in the morning on the right track, ready to make it happen, ready to start your day with positiveness. Is that a word, positiveness? Yeah, it sounds like it. Great day, making it happen with positivity. That's a word right there. Lots of positive attitude, lots of enthusiasm, lots of excitement. Yes, we want you to start your day like that. So that's why we are doing these shows. And as we talk about, there's sales training. Lots of the shows are dedicated to sales training. We have many episodes. You saw the one-on-one training with Rich Norton, taking you from beginning all the way to the end. I know there's like 17 or 18 shows. I'm going to add 1 or 2 more to that, kind of close that series right there. Sales tips, all kinds of things. Cold calling, how to read merchant statements, how to give a presentation, how to close more effectively. All that is available for all of you. All you have to do is listen, take advantage of it, and do exactly what I do, because everything that I'm teaching is exactly what I do. It's right there for you. My goal for you is to achieve your maximum potential. We're providing everything for you. I think about when I first began the industry, my training was like, here's how you do it, 1.5 days worth of training, get out in the field, go contact some merchants. Nothing about cold calling, no videos, not much training. I was out on my own. I had to make a call at the end of the day to tell everybody how I did. That was it. That was my training. And I know many representatives that have been around for a while will share similar stories. Now, there are no excuses. We are providing everything. From the training videos, here's what we're doing now. If you are brought into the business, we take you by the hand, we bring you out in the field, we show you how to write merchants. I do one-on-one training with you. We've got the videos, you have everything. You can't help but succeed. There are no excuses. So we're providing everything. We're providing the training, the competition, all the contests. Everything is there for you. All you have to do is just take advantage of it. It works. It all works as long as you work. Keep that in mind. So today, I'm going to talk about momentum and building up your pipeline. And we'll get into a little bit more about maybe some cold calling, but how to get that momentum going, how to build up your pipeline, what it's going to take, consistency, all the things that we talk about all the time. Let's take a short break. Let's make a commitment. It's time to build momentum. I will be right back. Hey everybody, you have Rich Norton here from Retriever Merchant Solutions. Do you consider yourself a winner? Do you consider yourself a champion? Do you consider yourself the best? Are you that type of person that likes to strive for the best? You like being number one, you're competitive, you like being in a positive environment where you can go as far as you want to go? Well, that's what we have at Retriever Merchant Solutions, an opportunity where you can be big as you want to be. You can grow as high as you want to go. You can go as far as you want to go. That's the opportunity that we have here with RMS. So if you feel that you're that type of person, you like meeting people, you're not afraid of rejection, you understand that the key to success is having a right attitude and going to work and never looking back and never giving up and making a commitment to do this 1,000%, that's going to give you success. So if I just described you, I want you to give me a call. Rich Norton, 904-434-4635. You're going to see the email right at the bottom of the screen. We will teach you this business. You may say, well, I've never done that type of business. We will teach you. We will train you. We will give you all the necessary tools on what it takes to become successful. And then we can celebrate your success and congratulate you for being a winner with RMS. I look forward to that. Give me a call. All right, I am right back with you. Very, very fired up, very excited to speak with you today and share some valuable information with you today. What we do, and I can't stress this enough, momentum is the key. I talked to some of our representatives. There's a wonderful couple that we love dearly out of Tampa, Florida area, Tony and Maria Christou. They talk about getting the mojo, and it's amazing because every time we have a contest that's going on, these guys are fired up and they come through strong in the end, and they are getting the mojo going on. So momentum is very, very important. And here's where people miss the boat. This is why I say this a lot, that when you are starting out in the industry and when you want to have success in anything, especially in our industry, it's important that you gain momentum. When people say to me, Rich, I want to work with Retriever, but I can only do this on a part-time basis, automatically I put a stop. Like, you know what? You got talent, you got what it takes. This takes a full commitment in order to have success. Doing this part-time, especially as you're learning the business, is very, very difficult. Why is it difficult? Because you cannot gain momentum when you're doing that. So momentum is the key. So why have I had a lot of success with Retriever Merchant Solutions? Why have I had a lot of success over the years? The reason being is because of that consistent momentum. And I'm talking about, for example, I want to talk about my story about how I work and what I do. It took me many years to be an overnight success. It just didn't happen right away. I think about my first couple years in the industry. I struggled. Everybody makes residual income right out of the gate now. I didn't for my first 3 years. Sometimes people come in, it's like 3 years, I should be a millionaire by now. Well, maybe you could, but honestly, it takes a lot more to it than that. It takes a lot of effort. You got to look where you've been, where you're at, you see the growth, and then where you're going. You understand that it's going to keep getting better as long as you continue to do the right things and you do what you're doing. If it's not, that means you're not applying yourself enough. So momentum. Let's talk about my schedule, what I do. You know, sometimes people say, Rich, when do you sleep? I definitely do sleep, and I'll cover that. I get up in the morning, and you've heard me talk about this, but I think it's important that I share this with you so you understand why consistency is the key and why it's important to develop momentum. So when I get up in the morning, I am up at 4 o'clock in the morning or earlier. I set my alarm for 4 a.m. The majority of the time, I'm waking up automatically because it's already built in my system. Many times I'll wake up at 3:45. Many times I'll wake up at 4 a.m. And then I set that time, and then from there, I'll get on the social media, which I don't recommend to do to scroll through things. The only reason that I do this is because I get that part out of the way. I send out positive messages for the Instagram, for the Twitter, for LinkedIn, for the RMS Super Crew page, RMS Sales Training and Inspiration, for the regular Facebook pages, and then I send out birthday messages to all the people that have birthdays that day. Typically, that takes a good 10-15 minutes. From there, I drink a glass of water, and then I begin my exercise routine. And I'll give you an example for today. And I'm not bragging. I want to share with you what my day is like so we can learn more about momentum. This morning, started my exercise routine, 235 push-ups straight. Took a break, got a glass of water, made my lunch real quick. That took about 5 minutes. Got back, did 175 push-ups right after that. Took a little break, printed out a couple things for my work. After that, did 110, and then after that, did like whatever the number was, which reached me at 605 push-ups. So I've worked my way up to that point right now. That didn't happen years ago. When I decided to start doing push-ups in the morning, I started out with about 10 to 15 to 20 and worked my way up to 50 to 75 to 100. From that point, I go for a walk, 35 minutes. I've got the inspirational things in my ears as I'm listening to a motivational video as I'm going for a walk. It's just me, God, and nature. I'll see some deer running around, a couple raccoon running around, I'll see possums running around, all kinds of different, hopefully no tigers or anything crazy. I haven't seen any of that. But that's my walk, 35 minutes. And then from there, what I do, I come back in and then I do 605 sit-ups. Typically, I'll do about 300 to 400 up front, and then I'll finish off. So all that takes a little while. And then from there, I jump in the shower. From there, after that, I'll start sending out 6 in the morning texts to all the people within our group. And there's like 11 different texts going out to people all around the country. And I know I'm waking a lot of you up as I'm doing that. That's great. Great way to wake up. And then I'll play guitar for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Usually it's praise and worship music. Usually it's songs that I will be doing for the following upcoming Sunday. And that's my day. Out the door, 6:45, 7 o'clock. From there, the night before, I already have everything prepared. My gas tank is full, so it's already filled up. I'm ready to go. My area is all set for the week. So whatever day that is, I know exactly where I'm going to. I will actually have things written out, like if I have follow-ups, if I have some leads, if I have appointments, everything is there. Drive out to the area. 1 hour, half hour, might be 2 hours, might be 2.5 hours. So that's why it's important for me to leave early. If I'm working closer, I can get out in the field earlier. But typically, out the door, 6:45, 7 o'clock. Now, we are bringing a lot of people into the business, so in the morning, the majority of the time, I'm doing a Zoom class for brand new representatives, one-on-one training with Rich Norton. I get out to my area and I attack the area. What is my goal? My goal is not, I hope I get one, I'm going to try to get one. My goal is, I'm writing at least one merchant today. That's my goal. No question about it. That's going to happen 99.9999% of the time. I'm writing at least one merchant. So that means I have urgency. It's not, I'm going to try, I hope I get one. I'm writing at least one, more than likely 2, maybe 3, maybe more if I really push. And I get done about 3 o'clock, 3:30, maybe 4 if I need to go extra to get that 1 or 2 merchants. I don't waste any time in the field. Everything that I do is apply towards writing merchants. I drive back home. When I drive back home, typically doing another Zoom training class, someone throughout the country. It might be 1 person, might be 2, might be 3, might be 7 people. I get home about 5:30 on average, maybe a little earlier, maybe later. I don't want to stay out till 10 o'clock at night. I don't do that. Proper balance is very, very important. My goal is to get home by 5:30, 6 o'clock by the latest. So what does that tell you? It's about an 11-hour day from when I leave the house, 7 o'clock in the morning, to when I get back home. So keep that in mind. I make every second count while I'm driving out there. I'll do that Monday. Guess what? I'm in bed. I'll eat dinner with the family. I'm in bed by 8. That's my time, 8 o'clock. I'm in bed. Do I watch the news? No. Do I keep up with the news? Yeah, I'll listen, find out what's going on in the world. I'm not shut out from the world. All I need is about 5 or 10 minutes. Everything else is garbage. I don't need to hear any other garbage at all. So even that's garbage. But I know what's going on in the world. I'm in bed by 8 o'clock, falling asleep usually by 8:30. That means, do I get enough sleep? Rich Norton, myself, I need about 7 hours of sleep. So if I'm in bed by 8 o'clock, 8:30, I'm getting a good 7 hours, 7.5 hours of sleep. When I get in bed, my mind is clear. I don't think about anything else. I clear my mind and get a good night's sleep. That's my schedule. And I do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even on the weekend. I may sleep in a little bit later. I might wake up at 5 if I stay up a little bit later on Friday night. Saturday, Sunday, I'm up at the same time. So that's typical for me. So I do that consistently, and that's how I build momentum. And when you think about this, what is your schedule like? Are you building momentum, or are you all over the map? If I was to say, I've given you my schedule, now I want to hear yours. Tell me what your schedule is like. And I want you to write it out. And you may be all over the map. Maybe you are. Well, Monday I get up at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and I got this to do and that to do. And I understand things can change, circumstances changes a lot, but what is your schedule like? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because if you really think about this, when you do things consistently, you will gain the momentum that's necessary to have success. Now, when I'm talking about momentum, I'm talking about things fall into place. I equate what we do to sports a lot. And you'll notice sometimes momentum changes in the game, right? You've seen that in the NFL. A team is doing great. You see that in the NBA. And all of a sudden, something changes. The other team let up a little bit on the defense. Here comes that other team. They're roaring back. And you can feel that momentum. You hear the announcers talking about it. The shift is changing. The tide is changing. The other team is gaining that momentum back. Meanwhile, this team right here has lost the momentum, and things aren't falling into place anymore. They're getting all kinds of penalties. The defense is making mistakes. They're doing stupid things. They made the luck has gone away. Maybe if there's some luck involved. Meanwhile, everything is going right with the other team. Why? Because they're gaining that momentum. I think about this game. As you know, I'm a huge New England Patriot fan. 6 Super Bowl champions. I remember watching a game, and I hate to bring it up for all you people from Atlanta, Georgia. 28-3. That game was done. It was over with. It was ridiculous. All my friends from Atlanta were texting me, laughing at me. Oh, you guys stink. Oh, Atlanta Falcons #1. And I was like, it looks like, and I even sent a text back to one of them. Yeah, it looks like you guys got a Super Bowl champion. Congratulations. And I said that in the 3rd quarter. Shame on me for not believing, right? But at the beginning of the game, everything was going wrong for the New England Patriots. Everything. Interception. Pick 6, Tom Brady falls down. Everything was going completely wrong. Atlanta's celebrating, they're laughing, they're all excited, they can't believe it, they're kicking New England's butt. The owner of the team comes down, and he's on the sideline in the 3rd quarter. He comes down early because he's ready to celebrate right now. And all of a sudden, the tide starts turning a little bit. Atlanta got a little bit too cocky, and they already figured they won the game. They opened up the door for New England. All of a sudden, good things start happening. Good things start happening. And then everything aligned perfectly for the New England Patriots. It's 28-9. It's 28-16. It's 28. They're moving in. They need 16 points. They do a touchdown, a 2-pointer, touchdown, 2-pointer right at the end of the game, and it's 28-28. And at that point, everybody knew in that stadium, and everybody that watched TV knew that New England was going to win that game. Why? They had all the momentum. Atlanta was just dejected, and they were rejected. And the owner looked like an absolute fool for coming down, because at that point, he was all laughing and ready to celebrate. Now he's like, I probably need to go back up to the booth, because they saw it. The writing was on the wall. And then the coin was flipped. Who got the ball? New England gets the ball, and you knew exactly that they were going to come marching down the field and score. And that was an amazing game. And I think about that, and the reason why I bring that up, I think about how momentum can shift. And here you got the team that had all the momentum in the world, easily could have won that game, and everything went wrong, and they lost it, and they lost their confidence. New England gains the momentum back, wins the game, one of the greatest Super Bowls in history, especially if you're a Patriot fan, maybe not for Atlanta, but the greatest comeback, unbelievable. That's how momentum changes, and that's how it can happen. So you say, Rich, why are you bringing that up? How does that apply to business? How does that apply to Retriever Merchant Solutions? Same thing. When you are riding the mojo train, when things are falling into place for you, good things start happening. All of a sudden, you got the mojo going on, which means you have the confidence going on. Everything's fallen into place. You're feeling great. You're feeling fantastic. All of a sudden, you're closing more merchants. And all of a sudden, you're getting referrals left and right. All of a sudden, good things are happening. All of a sudden, out of the blue, you've got 7 merchants written for the week. All of a sudden, here's what happens. You get a call. Hey, I got your number from my friend. You signed him up, and he told me I needed to call you and get set up for processing. He said, you're the person I need to call. Well, there you go. That's all part of momentum. So when you don't have momentum, the other things happen. If you say, I'm working Monday, taking Tuesday off, Wednesday off, I might work Thursday. All of a sudden, you've lost your momentum, which means you lost some confidence, which means some bad things might just happen. All of a sudden, you lose a deal, and it seems like, oh man, it seems like everything's going wrong. I just don't have that mojo anymore. Think about that. That's how it applies to our business. How do you keep the mojo? You stay consistent, and you keep working your schedule. So keep that in mind. I'm going to close the show with talking a little bit more about keeping that momentum. Let's take a short break. I'll be right back. Hello everybody, Rich Norton here from RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I want to thank you all for tuning into our shows. Most of our shows are recorded here live at Hands and Feet Foundation, which is a ministry that I serve in, and I'm very, very blessed to serve into this ministry. My wife and I come out here. She's out here every Thursday or Tuesday. She brings music out to everybody, and I come out usually with her on Saturdays, and we have church with everybody that comes out here. And we've been very fortunate, very blessed to come out here and serve in this ministry. This is a ministry that's near and dear to our hearts. We have a passion and we have a heart for the lost. We have a passion and a heart for people that are down and out. And the majority of the people that come here are homeless, been through some very difficult times, whether it's bad choices on their own or whether it's just circumstances. We just love on them, and we help them get off the streets, and we help them get into rehab for some people that are wanting to get clean. We send them to different places. So there's just wonderful things that are happening here at Hands and Feet Foundation. So if you'd like to learn more, you can go to handsandfeetfoundation.org. You can look them up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside, or you can come out and visit 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida. If you'd like to come out and visit, or you'd like to give a donation, or you just like to come out and help serve, come and join us. It'd be fantastic to see you. You'll see me in my shorts and my t-shirt and my guitar, and just having a great day. So we'd love for you to come out here as well. Thank you. All right, glad to be back with you. Mojo is the key. Momentum is the key. So if you want to have consistent success, like all of our superstars do, when you see the names on the board, when you see the names in the lights, you'll see the same names and a lot of new ones that keep coming in, but a lot of times you'll see those same names and you'll say, man, they're always up there. They're always up there. It isn't because they're lucky, it's because they have consistent success and they ride that momentum wave. It just doesn't happen. You have to make it happen. You have to make that decision, and then good things will happen. It's not going to be perfect all the time. I'm not saying everything's going to be great all the time, but when you have momentum, good things will happen. So if you're in a situation right now and you're saying, man, Rich, this really spoke to me right now. I don't have any momentum at all, and I need to get it back. What do I need to do? Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to tell you this. It's not going to be easy, because getting the momentum back takes a little while. It's going to be hard at first. It's going to be frustrating at first. You're going to fall on your face at first. But here's what you need to do. You need to make a commitment. I'm going to get my momentum back. I'm going to do exactly what you're talking about. I'm going to work the schedule. I'm going to get out there early. I'm going to drive. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Not only am I doing that Monday, I'm doing it every day this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When that's done with, I'm going to do that the following week. When that's done with, I'm going to do that the following week. I'm going to take my weekends off, enjoy my weekends. I'm working your schedule, working your plan, and I'm going to get my momentum back. And then all of a sudden, it may take a few days, it might take a week for you to get that momentum back. But you don't quit. You don't go back to the old ways. You keep plugging away, and then all of a sudden, it comes back. Just like New England Patriots, they came back. It took a little while to get that momentum. They were down 28-3. They came back and ended up winning that game. They took the momentum away and came back and won. And you can do the same thing. Believing in yourself, believing in what you're doing, never giving up, making a 100% commitment, that's how you're going to get the momentum. And once you got that momentum, I'm going to tell you this, it feels absolutely fantastic. It's great. You'll never want to give it up. You're going to ride that mojo train. You're going to ride the momentum wave, and your good things are going to keep happening, and it's going to be unbelievable, and it's going to be awesome. So ride the momentum wave. That's what this is all about. Today's an awesome day. It's a new day. It's a great gift from God. Ride the momentum wave. What you do with this day is your gift back to God. Make it an awesome one. Give it your very best. Give 100%. Believe and achieve. And let's get that momentum going. I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.